Cheaper than our producer's underage sister. Edgier than the stuff shown on late night television. Newer than Kim Kardashian's ex. Live from Orlando, it's Crazy Train Radio.
Hi, I'm Larry Holmes, and you're listening to Crazy Train Radio here in Knockout.
Right now, so honored to have the three-time former heavyweight champion of the world on the phone, the Easton Assassin, Larry Holmes. Larry, how you doing?
Hey, Chris, I'm hanging in, man. How about you?
Good, good. We actually were fortunate enough to meet in Atlantic City this weekend briefly. So what took you to Atlantic City?
Well, they had a meet and greet, and they had to fight. So I spent 2 days down there and meeting people, shaking people's hands. They had a blackjack tournament there, and they were trying to win all the money, and I was trying to win it. So I was the host in AC, you know what I mean? Signing autographs, taking pictures with people, and, you know, doing the normal thing that I usually do.
Okay. Well, did you enjoy your stay in Atlantic City and enjoy the fight, or?
Yeah, I enjoyed the hotel. I enjoyed the fight with them.
Well,
it was Monte Carlo. It was a Monte Carlo hotel. Oh, no. Yeah, and it was great.
Well, let me ask you, because obviously you were down there for the fight, before we get talking about your career and all, but what is the state of boxing in your opinion currently?
I think in the lighter weight class as well. It's alive, and the young people are fighting. I think it's real well. And in the heavyweight division, it's a lack of heavyweight. The fighters don't want to fight no more.
Well, can the heavyweight... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So, you know, so the interest is not really there because the lack of heavyweight, you know. But, I mean, I'm a heavyweight watcher. You know, I'm a light heavyweight watcher. I'm a cruiserweight watcher. I don't like to watch flyweights and featherweights. And, you know, even though those guys fought a good fight, there's a lot of punching, a lot of hard punching for little guys. I was surprised to see that, but those guys fought good and they fought hard, and that's probably one of the best lightweight fights that I've seen.
Well, as a heavyweight, like you mentioned, do you think the heavyweight division can ever make a turnaround and get the respect it used to have? From what I say, the 60s to the mid-90s.
I don't think heavyweight division is dead. It's just they don't have no more Larry Holmes, no more Joe Frazier's and George Foreman and Muhammad Ali and Kenny Norton. I mean, you know, they don't have the Ernie Shavers and Jerry Coons. I mean, I can go on and call names out, you know. And that's the only problem that they have. They have to have these guys that want to fight, that know how to fight, and they need to be there. And they don't have that in the heavyweight division right now. At least we don't know about it. There could be some secrets out there that we don't know about, but until then, I think the lightweight guys, the little guys, is going to take over.
Well, let's jump into your career a little bit if we can, Larry. Recently, I just heard that they are trying to get a project together to honor you up in Eastern PA where you currently live for a statue. What's the status of that statue?
Well, the status is that we still need money. I don't know how much money we need, but we still need money. I'm going to tell you, they was raising money, and I think it was doing pretty good, but this one guy got sick. They say he came down with cancer, and that's been 3 years ago, and he ain't dead yet. I don't mean him no harm or anything like that, but it has stage 4 cancer, man. I thought he'd be gone. But anyway, the money disappeared. Everybody said they tried this, they tried that, and so there's a couple of different people took over this statue. Now they're going to try to get it back on the road. I don't really know. I have no idea about the statue. It's just that I was on the other side of it. And if they're going to do it, I hope they hurry up and do it before I'm not able to see it. I want to see it right on my line. You got to do it, you know.
Well, will they be able to go through LarryHolmes.com to check that out? More information, or?
Yeah, you can be able to go to LarryHolmes.com, and also you can donate the money to LarryHolmes.com for the statue. And I think that's the best way for people to write a check. If they're going to write a check, LarryHolmes.com, and put down in the bottom statue, so we know what it is, you know. So any money comes into my office, 91 Larry Holmes Drive, the money will go there because I'm going to take control of all the money, and I'm going to handle it. I don't care what people say. I'm going to take the control and handle it because I know it'll be in a safe place if I handle it.
Nice. Well, obviously, besides the respect you're getting there in your hometown, in the Lehigh Valley there, do you think, looking back at your career, that you finally have earned the respect that you deserve based on the efforts you put out there?
Some places, they do. In Las Vegas the other night, they gave me a award, and I'm in the Boxing Hall of Fame. And IDF gave me the championship belt once again. And so that's just to show you that people are now coming back to respect me, to give me my just due, to be nominated as one of the greatest of all time, and being able to get my championship belt back from the IDF. So I think that speaks for itself.
Well, obviously, you've for people who know boxing history, understand that you had started off as a sparring partner with both Ali and Frazier. Can you talk about actually fighting Ali and then going down the line a little bit? Ended up fighting Joe's son, Marvin.
Well, yeah, I tell you, it was a thrill of my life just to be able to say I worked with Muhammad Ali as a sparring partner. That was a thrill, and I enjoyed that, and it was great. Ali, of course, tried to beat me up a little bit, but he was not able to do that. But, I learned a whole lot from him. So it was a great 4 years of sparring, and then I never thought that I would probably get the opportunity to fight him. But, that came mandatory that I had to fight him to be able to get out of the shadow of Muhammad Ali. So it was good. I done my thing, didn't hurt him, and I don't think I did. But it was great to say that I'm fighting Muhammad Ali.
Well, how about further down the line when you ended up fighting your other sparring partners, Joe Frazier's son Marvin, before you
Marvin was a good guy, and I watched him growing up, and he fought his way into the position to fight for the title, and he did a great job of doing that. But I never thought that I would be fighting Marvin Frazier, but it became one of the mandatory fights, in the WBC or A or whatever it is, and I did have to fight him. And I knew what I could do. I knew that that I could get to him, and didn't want to get to him and hurt him. And when I fought him, I had him down and whatever, and I asked the referee to stop the fight. And after about 20 punches that Marvin took, they shouldn't have took, the referee stopped the fight.
Well, speaking of Marvin, before we continue on, do you think it was hard for him to come out of the shadow of being the son of a legendary fighter?
Oh, it's always hard. It's always, people expect more from you. Oh, Joe Frazier's son. Oh, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Like if my son would have done it. Oh, Larry Holmes' son. They expect a lot. And I don't think that they should. They should respect the guy what he got. But, everybody hopes and prays for people that they root for, and there was nothing wrong with them doing the same thing for Marvin.
Well, obviously, if people dig a little into your history, they see that you were actually the fourth of 12 children. Then you ended up becoming a young father yourself. Do you think that helped motivate you to become a good fighter?
Oh, no, I just think my determination and the people saying that I was not going to be anything motivated me enough to make me push for that goal. Because you have a lot of people doubting you and saying that you can't do certain things, and all you want to do is prove to them that you can, and that's what I did. I proved to them that I can be the heavyweight champion of the world, and that's what I became in 1978.
Well, obviously, there's been a lot in both the news and in the sports world, and I know you've dealt with it firsthand as far as being segregated against during your time when you were getting ready to fight Jerry Cooney. What can you tell us about being a black man and feeling like you had issues against you because of the color of your skin?
Well, I tell you what, man. I tell you, it's always an issue. It's an issue for the blacks and whites and everybody. Well, not the whites, but every nationality outside the whites is probably issues. Everybody got something that they can say about something. And I took it in stride, and I didn't like the idea that they talked about that with me and Jerry Coon, because half of my family's white, so they can't talk too much about it. So, but they tried to make it a big thing out of nothing. But I know what I had to do, and Jerry knew what he had to do. And Jerry wanted to go come out there and knock my head off. And, and I wanted to go out there and do the same thing. And before the end of the day, kind of the best man won, and that was me. So, hey, and Jerry and I now, we talk a lot over the phone. We see each other. We come to each other's functions and whatnot. I think Jerry's a good guy, man, And I thought he was an okay guy then. I mean, it wasn't like we are now, because we wanted to take each other's head off, but he was a good guy.
But, it ended up, it's nice to hear that you guys actually got along, but you look at it more along the lines of business was business, and then afterwards, like you said, you guys ended up getting along.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. We're not mercenaries. Fighters are not mercenaries. They just want to win the fight. They want the recognition and notoriety. And that's what Jerry wanted, and I wanted, and I ended up being victoriously. But that didn't put Jerry back as a punk or a Trump or whatever you want to call him. But to me, still Jerry Cooney, a guy that fought the heck out of me, a guy that wanted to win the title, and a guy that gave me a lot of respect, and I'll give him the same respect back.
Well, obviously, let's fast forward a few more years going into one of your retirements. You had the opportunity to fight Mike Tyson during his heyday. Obviously, Mike had the title of baddest man on the planet. How bad was he, and what did you expect going into that fight, and did it change after the fight?
Well, I thought I would get lucky. I knew I wasn't in the right condition to fight Mike Tyson. But I thought I had enough experience to be able to get lucky, and I didn't get lucky until Mike Tyson beat me. He stopped me. When my hands got caught in the ropes, one of the punches I couldn't throw. I wasn't in the best of shape because I wasn't given enough time to do it. But he came up victoriously. He did what he had to do. He beat me, and I'm not mad at him for that. I congratulate him. I thought he was a great fighter at that time. I think he's a better person than people give him credit for. And, as far as I'm concerned, I love the guy. I wish him the best, whatever he may do.
Well, obviously, what are you doing nowadays?
Well, I'm going everything my day is like coming into the office, see what I got to do, making appearances, trying to do, run my nightclub here, trying to get some business to come in there. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to business. Get them.
So you're happily retired. Oh, sorry, Larry. So you're happily retired, running your businesses.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not happy to retire. But I'm glad I retired and I got hurt because it seems to me that I could fight for the rest of my life. But Father Time catches up with you and shows you can't. And that's the only problem that, I have probably like 99.5% of the people in the world have the problem of getting old. We don't want to get old. But unfortunately, we have no control over that. But it's been a good road for me, man. I had a good ride, and I can't thank God enough for letting me ride that ride.
Yeah, what I was saying was happily retired from the fight game, but it's glad to hear you're still keeping busy. And we appreciate
I'm not. Yeah, that's good, man. I don't mind. But the fight game, I'll never be happy because that was my life, and that's what I did for 38 years. So, it was my life. But I came out okay, and I hope I can continue the rest of my life being okay.
Well, Larry, we appreciate taking a few minutes to talk to us.